What is up, everybody? It is a late one. It is a Dan after dark, and we are live. We are live from New York City. A late one. 11:33. Haven't even got to the main event. Haven't even gotten to the anthems. Joey Jojo. What's up, Joey Jojo? Why are they waiting until 11:40 to start this mediocre fight on a night without any college or pro football game? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. That's way over my pay grade. I do work with DAZN. I'll be calling MVP 5 next weekend in Orlando. Ashton Silva in the main event, and maybe I will ask someone at DAZN why they put these on so late. Way too late. Way too late. Let's get ready. Let's get amped up for a main event. Let's get amped up. Who's everyone picking out there? We picking Munguia. Heavy favorite, Munguia by decision, plus 100. That is my bet. Want to see my parlay? There it is. Dan's Fight Night parlay. One leg of it is hit. I have hit Fundora Cruz. I had that over 8.5. Weird stoppage. Tweeted that I thought it was a bad stoppage. Watched the replay. It was a good stoppage. I thought there was a little bit of awkwardness when I thought Cruz got hit behind the head, and I thought she was reacting to the hit behind the head. She turned her back. Fundora pounced, landed more punches as she should. You know, it was one of those weird stoppages. But I do agree that when I watched it on the second one, you can't turn your back to a fight on as you're a fighter. I know that. Everyone's tweeting at me. You can't turn your back, Dan. You can't turn your back. I know the rules. Munguia all the way, says Joey Jojo. Yes, I agree. Let's see. Has the fight started yet or no? Nick, the fight hasn't started yet. They're still showing highlight packages. We'll get to it in a second. Sam Jeffries, Munguia decision, took the fight to go to distance at minus 160. I took Munguia by decision for plus 100. I was kind of shocked Munguia by decision was plus money because that's what we think is going to happen here. I mean, Ryder hasn't been stopped in a fight since 2015. So in Munguia, obviously, you know, he's more of a pressure fighter than anything. He's more of a pressure fighter than a knockout guy. Oh, we have a De La Hoya interview now. Man, we got a De La Hoya interview here. Let's take your questions then. Let's talk some boxing. We got a little bit to this main event. They're definitely trying to set the Munguia Canelo fight. Yes, I think that's what Golden Boy wants. Obviously, does PBC want that? Chris Algieri, who I do a podcast with here on this YouTube channel, Inside Boxing Live, made a really good point on the show. He said Al Heyman signed Canelo Alvarez for him to make fights with PBC fighters. He didn't sign Canelo Alvarez to fight a Golden Boy fighter. So I would be shocked if Munguia would fight Canelo Alvarez. Also, it's a very quick turnaround. It's late January right now. Canelo's fighting May 4th. You can do it. You can turn that around and do it. Munguia. I mean, guys have done it. Kovalev, you know, took 10 weeks to fight Canelo at 175. But you know what? Munguia is fighting a very tough opponent in John Ryder. Look what John Ryder did to Canelo in that fight. He didn't win a single round, maybe one round, but he gave Canelo hell, and I think Ryder will give Munguia some tough rounds. How long till the fight starts? Good question. I would say 10 minutes. 10 minutes. They're interviewing Canelo right now. They got Munguia with his gloves on. He's got a nice sweat going. It's been an interesting night of fights. Don't disagree, but Munguia could lay an egg. Always a risk. Oh, you're talking about the gambling. I think we kind of know what Munguia is at this point. I think he's 42-0 and he's 27 years old. He's not really a prospect anymore. He is what he is. I think he's going to throw a shit ton of punches tonight. He's going to have some really great moments. He's going to get caught with a bunch of shots that he shouldn't get caught with. And he's going to either get a stoppage late or he's going to win a decision. I think he'll win a decision because I think Ryder is really, really tough. Oscar's talking about Canelo already. If Canelo just said if Jaime, excuse me, De La Hoya just said if Jaime Munguia steals the show tonight and is impressive, he should get a shot at Canelo. Okay. Why is PBC entering boxing with such a soft A-side fight? I don't know, man. I think it's a really good card, that March 30th card. We're going to talk about it more on the podcast this week. Oscar's saying he wants to work with every promoter out there. I like Tim Tszyu a lot. Like Tim Tszyu a whole lot. Keith Thurman's a head scratcher. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he hasn't fought. He fought once in the last 4 years, so I don't really understand the Keith Thurman side of it. But Keith Thurman has shown that he can take really long periods of inactivity and still be sharp. But Keith Thurman has done that against Josecito Lopez. He's done that against Mario Barrios, right? He's taken long periods of time off, then fought those two guys. Tim Tszyu is a lot better than Mario Barrios, and Tim Tszyu is a lot better than Josecito Lopez. Tim Tszyu is in his prime, and he's super dangerous. Thurman is, you can't go to this well. You can't go to the well that many times. You can't take 2 or 3 years off like this over and over and expect results. Like, you're going to get stopped. Like, Thurman has not been stopped in his career, been knocked down by Pacquiao, hasn't been stopped, and, you know, Tszyu should be able to do that. My guy, Dan Reyes, what's up, brother? He loves wars. Munguia does love wars. Munguia, he's got better defense as of late. You know, I think he's in his last 5 fights, he's only getting hit 27%. That's really good. He's gotten better defensively, Munguia, but the man loves his wars. He's a Mexican through and through. Which one of those PBC fighters for Canelo? He definitely will be ducking both Davids, or should. David Morrell and David Benavidez. I mean, this Jamal Charlo fight is being talked about. I don't think anyone's like super excited about a Jamal Charlo Canelo fight. I mean, it's weird because all of a sudden Canelo does. It's like a short list for Canelo at 168. Obviously, Benavidez is the fight to make, but everything I'm hearing is that Benavidez is going to fight Canelo in September, and then they're going to like have a rematch clause in it, and it's going to trigger a 4th fight for Canelo under the PBC banner. All right, the ring is empty, and they're waiting for these fighters to enter the ring. I mean, this is weird because Golden Boy, the last couple of fight cards, they've been able to move the cards along perfectly. Like by 10 p.m. Eastern, you know, the main event is in the ring. You know, that what was that? Virgil Ortiz fight. 10 p.m., boom, in the ring. It's now 11:41 on the East Coast. It's odd. Now they're it's like they're killing time, but there's no time to kill. The fighters are ready, and you know. Is Rolly versus Pitbull the Tank rematch bowl? Yeah, pretty much. Same thing. Ryan Garcia wants to fight Rolly. Ryan Garcia wants to fight Pitbull. Pitbull wants to fight Rolly and Ryan Garcia. All those guys have been knocked out by Tank, or not Pitbull. He went the distance, and that's another head scratcher of a fight. You know, Pitbull is a small 135 pounder. He's like 5'5", and he's going to fight at 140. I'm not that impressed with Isaac Cruz. I thought he looked pretty freaking bad on the Spence Crawford undercard. And then again, Rolly, I really don't think much of Rolly at all. Has the fight started? No, Wilfredo Ortiz. The fight has not started yet. They're now showing highlights of Munguia versus Derevyanchenko, which was many people's pick for fight of the year last year. Yeah, he's getting hit hard by Derevyanchenko here. But Derevyanchenko and Ryder fight very differently. Derevyanchenko throws a lot more punches per round than Ryder. Ryder only throws like 38 or 39 punches a round. It's the 9th lowest in all of boxing. Munguia throws the most punches at 168, close to 65. So we got the most punches per round versus the least punches per round. What does everyone what did everyone think of that Cruz stoppage? The Cruz stoppage. What did everyone think? I thought she was on her way to lose a decision. Of course, I'm not saying that she was going to win that fight if they would have let it go the distance. I just thought maybe she was hit behind the head and she was reacting to getting hit behind the head, and then she got hit a few more times, and then it was just awkward. But from the looks of it, it looked like her back was turned. And the referee, you have to make a decision. You have to make a split, a very fast decision. And what he saw was a fighter with her back turned. And that is one of the biggest rules in boxing. Protect yourselves at all times. Don't turn your back. And Christina Cruz did that. In the moment I tweeted bad stoppage, it was probably a good stoppage after watching it again. Yeah, that's my parlay. I picked Fundora Cruz over 8.5 rounds, so that hit. I need a Munguia decision and for plus 144, which is decent odds. I mean, this isn't a crazy parlay. All right, they're about to start the ring walks now. Is everyone watching along with me, or are they watching this to get updates? Are you watching with it muted and listening to me? I'm always curious about that. Where's Chris? I don't know where Chris doesn't like to join these. I can only get Chris to do the podcast. I'm not going to ask him to do too much. He's a celebrity, Chris Algieri. He's out in South Florida. He can't be bothered to do these Dan After Darks. It's not Dan and Chris After Dark. It's just Dan After Dark. The thing is, I always send Chris the link too. I say, hey, here's the link for the live. If you want to join, you join. If you don't want to join, enjoy your night. So maybe he'll show up, maybe he won't. That's the thing with Algieri. Jojo. I'm going back and forth. Love that. Go back and forth. Listen to my commentary. Listen to my guy Todd Grisham. Massimo, I'm watching this to get updates. I love that. I love that I can provide that for you. Next weekend, I'll be on the call. On the zone. Most Valuable Prospects 5. Ashton Silv. Knockout artist. H2O Silv is the main event. I'm calling that fight along with Nonito Donaire and my guy Wade Plem. So I need everyone to tune in to the zone next Friday night. Live from Orlando. I'm flying out on Wednesday. Can't wait for that. All right. Eric Morales. Look at that. Eric Morales is in the ring behind this ring announcer who was the former trainer of Munguia. Munguia is now being trained by Freddie Roach, which really not much of a difference. There's not much of a difference between Freddie Roach and Eric Morales as trainers. Both guys are like teaching you front foot, be aggressive. So I think it's going to be a pretty seamless transition for Munguia in terms of his training and his coaching between Morales, who I hear now is like running for politics in Mexico. That's why he's no longer the trainer of Munguia. So they don't got a beef. They're just, it seems like Morales is running for some type of office. All right, here comes John Ryder, big-time underdog in this fight. Has fought at 168 pounds for quite a long time now. I thought he beat Callum Smith a few years back. This guy should be a champion. He had that really close fight with Danny Jacobs. He had that very strange fight with the Wilson fella, or Zach Ryder fella, I should say. Oh, what was that guy's name? Not Zach Ryder. His name is Ryder. The one that was supposed to set up the, I don't know, whatever. He also fought Canelo really tough. I thought Canelo won a shutout, but Canelo had to earn those final 3 or 4 rounds. I think Ryder was going punch for punch with Canelo towards the end. Guy's tough as hell. He's going to stand and trade. He's not going to be on the outside bouncing around. He's going to be trying to get on the inside of Munguia. The thing with Ryder that I don't really like, and I don't think he'll win, is because he doesn't throw a lot of punches. Throws the 9th lowest amount of punches per round in all of boxing. You hear those sirens outside? New York City, baby. There it is. Parker, yeah. Parker, like, I wouldn't say he quit, but he had like a hand injury. And I think the winner of that was supposed to get like a title shot. 168. That fight was weird. All right, here comes Munguia making his way into the ring. As you can see, there's let's get rid of that. We don't need to see that. I wouldn't mind a fight of the year here on Dan After Dark. I wouldn't mind a fight of the year. That would be sweet. We've done a few of these. We did one for Better BF and Smith, which was a one-sided fight. We did one of these for Ortiz and Lawson, which was a Tony Weeks pulling the plug too early on the fight. I would love to be watching along with you guys a fight of the year contender. Representando Mexico. 10,000 fans in attendance in Phoenix, Arizona, which is a very good number. The thing about Munguia is he has a nice fan base. He can obviously sell out in like Tijuana and that in Mexico. But like you put him in the right market, and obviously Arizona has a lot of Mexican people. So 10,000 is pretty good. That's a good number for Jaime Munguia, considering, not a mega star, not a huge name. All right, here he comes. Jaime Munguia coming into the ring. Munguia by knockout is plus 360. I just couldn't pull the plug on that one. I just give Ryder a little. I have too much respect for Ryder. Ryder has been stopped since 2015. The thing with Munguia is he's an accumulator more than like a devastating puncher. I think Gabe Rosado said that in one of the many hits that they did live. Is that like the thing with Munguia is like he said he's not the hardest puncher I've ever fought, but he just freaking gets so much volume. He just gets inside and and just hits you with a 4-punch combination when you're tired. Dude, inside boxing, the bottom line on Munguia, good offensive machine, large defensive holes. Yes, that is the MO, right? That's the MO on Munguia. Great offensive fighter, large defensive holes. But I get those numbers. I have those CompuBox numbers. The last 5 fights, Munguia has fought pretty decent opponents in his last 5 fights. Opponents only landing 27%. He's gotten his defense. He's improved his defense. Still going to get hit flush. He's still going to get his head snapped back, and you're going to remember those big shots. So it's very hard to get them out of your head, but he is getting better on defense. All right, we're getting the introductions now. Joe Martinez in the center of the ring. Kind of funny, right? There's only like a handful of ring announcers. There's Michael Buffer, obviously, he's the greatest to ever do it. There's Jimmy Lennon. There's David Diamante. There's this guy, Joe Martinez. There's a few others out there, but there's like a small fraternity of ring announcers. Ryder took some serious damage against Canelo. I wonder how. Yes, that's something I thought about. I thought about maybe Munguia can stop him late with like an accumulation of shots, like a TKO, because I think that Canelo fight, Ryder took so much damage in that fight towards the end of his career. How much dog does he still have left in him? Does he actually think he can get shots at Canelo after this fight? Does he think he can get a title shot, Ryder? Or does he know that this is probably my last payday? So if he's thinking this is my last payday, then if times get tough in those late rounds, he might, make a business decision and decide, all right, I'll take a TKO loss. True. Joe Martinez thing is like, make some noise if you are ready. He kind of reminds me of the wedding singer from Old School, Joe Martinez. If anyone knows that reference, then we could be friends. Not gonna lie, guys, I was very tired before. I was laying on the couch watching the undercard. I was like, well, I forgot I had to go. I'm going live tonight. But I think this fight will be fun. And we'll get our adrenaline pumping a little bit. All right, they're introducing John Ryder right now. Munguia, 42-0. Crazy, right? 42-0. And what would you say his best win is? Derevyanchenko, which is his last win. He did beat Gabe Rosado. He beat Liam Smith, but that was like before Liam Smith had this like career resurgence. Obviously, he beat Saddam Ali to win the title at 154. Had a few decent wins at 154, moved up to 160, fought basically no one at 160. Very strange career, Jaime Munguia. Like, how do you go from being a champ and defending your title 4 or 5 times to then going backwards and like getting worse opposition and becoming like almost like a prospect? And I feel like Golden Boy, I feel like Oscar and all them, I feel like they're constantly trying to sell us that the best is yet to come for Jaime Munguia. He's still growing. He's still learning. Like, no, man, this is what you are. Like, you're a brawler. It's fine. You're an above average offensive fighter. That's just, maybe that's just who you are at 27. There's nothing wrong with that. Munguia's best win is Saddam Ali. I think the Derevyanchenko win, because he like, I mean, Saddam Ali was a great story. He upset Cotto in the final fight of Cotto's career, but I don't really rate Saddam Ali too highly. I think Derevyanchenko's his best win. Derevyanchenko's his best win. Love him though, fan friendly. Exactly. Like, there's room in boxing for all different styles. There's room for Jaime Munguias of the world. There's room for technical fighters like Shakur Stevenson. There's room for smaller weights, bigger weights. Like, not everyone has to be a technical fighter. If everyone fought the same, that'd be freaking boring. All right, here we go. Both fighters in the ring. Both fighters are in the ring. The first bell is about to start. What do we got here? Munguia has been brought along too slowly, but the inside story is he's been vulnerable in the gym. 27 is not young. Agree with your skepticism about Munguia. Yeah. Skeptical is one word I would use, but also like I've just kind of settled into what Munguia is. He's just a fun action fighter. All right, first round. We got 243, 242, 241, 240 on the clock if you want to try to sync up. And it looks like it is Munguia coming out, throwing some more punches. Ryder, of course, is going to be a lot more selective with his shots. So they changed up the booth, huh? Now they have they got Jones in the booth now. They took Mannix out of the booth. Munguia's getting inside and he's landing that left hook. I love that left hook from the orthodox stance. Derevyanchenko is his best win, in my opinion. Did they forego the national anthems? No anthems. Here we go. Although I love the Mexican anthem. Nothing gets me more fired up on a fight night than the Mexican anthem. But at midnight, I'm good. I appreciate the no anthems. Well, right away, what I'm noticing is like there's the distance has been closed by both fighters. They're standing pretty close. They're pretty much in a phone booth here. So both guys are in distance. Both guys are ready to throw. Both guys are ready to land. Ryder with a nice left. You know what? That's Sergio Mora. I don't know why I thought that was the British guy. Sergio Mora has a very, 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 very Mexican American accent. So I was way off on that one. It's late, guys. It's late. Ryder's face is already red. That's not good for my pick of Munguia decision. UK anthem is great because it's like 45 seconds. Yeah. The US anthem is long. I've seen it done in like 2 minutes, 30 seconds. The Mexican anthem really fires me up. Munguia is starting to heat up. He's probably somewhere around 45 punches thrown this round. Ryder's not anywhere close to that. So a lot of those pre-fight stats that I put out, reign true. It's Munguia is going to be a lot more active, and I just think he's going to steal a lot of rounds just by being active. And Ryder, he just doesn't have the firepower, man. First round coming to a close. 10-9 round for Munguia on my card. My unofficial scorecard here. What are you guys seeing the fight so far? Kind of like it wasn't exactly like a feeling out first round. I thought there was more action than your prototypical feeling out first round. Thought Munguia won. I would like to hear the Freddie Roach has to say, but we got a commercial here, DraftKings commercial. They got to pay the bills somehow. Three and the fours. Freddie Roach is telling him to hit him with the 3 and the 4s. Not so much the 1-2. Hit him with the 3-4. Okay, nice body shot from Ryder there. Yeah, Munguia is going to land a lot of combinations in this fight here. All right, round 2 underway. I got it 10-9 Munguia. So this is what Munguia is going to, this is what Ryder is going to do as well, is he's going to wrestle on the inside. He's going to try to use his brute strength and kind of muscle and bully Munguia on the inside. You know, Munguia is no slouch either. Munguia is a big dude. But you know, Ryder is totally down for like an inside fight, a grueling fight, you know, kind of like an ugly inside fight. And Ryder's punches are so short and chopping. He just landed a right hand there. So that is Barry Jones. I did hear a British accent. See, there's one likes to do that. They like to bring in different voices for the main event. They know that there's a lot of people from the UK that are watching this fight to watch Ryder. Oh, no! Down goes Ryder! Down goes Ryder in round 2. Ryder's face is red. Doesn't look too hurt, but man, he went down hard. Minute 38 to go in round 2. Munguia is laying it on Ryder right now. Ryder needs to either hold or clinch or move around. Oof. Munguia is a freaking buzzsaw, man. Yeah, I agree with Sergio. When Munguia's got a guy hurt, man, he just starts throwing. Whoever picked Munguia by knockout, how you feeling right now? Munguia by stoppage was plus 340 on DraftKings. Get him. All right, there's under a minute left in round 2. Munguia's throwing big-ass shots. Those are big shots Munguia's throwing. He's got Ryder on the ropes. He's teeing off on Ryder on the ropes. And Ryder's fighting back off the ropes. Alan, you're sitting pretty right now, Alan. I'm going to have to sweat this out. I picked Munguia decision. I'm going to have to sweat this one out as usual. There's my parlay. Good round for Munguia. I mean, Ryder, this is the problem with Ryder too. When you're facing a volume puncher, is like if you're not going to throw as well, it's only going to be a matter of time before you get caught. And Munguia is ending this. Oh man, he's blasting Ryder right now. Munguia off to a wonderful start to us. Easily a 10-8 round. Of course, it's a 10-8 round because he knocked him down. I think with Ryder is he's very tough. He went down against Canelo, right, in round 5 of their fight, and he made it to the last bell. But the difference between Canelo and Munguia is Canelo, the second version of Canelo that we're in, he doesn't throw a lot of punches, Canelo. He hasn't had a knockout or a stoppage besides the Caleb Plant fight in quite a while. Munguia will go for the stoppage. So it's going to be very, very hard for Ryder to make it to the final bell here. You're going to get some tweets off now. All right, round 3 underway. 2-0 Munguia with a knockdown in round 2. It was a really one-sided round. What's up, everybody in the chat? How are you feeling? Talk to me here. Do we think Munguia is going to get a stoppage here? I just don't see how he does it because he's so relentless, and I feel like he hasn't even got started yet. He hasn't really gotten into his rhythm. He was able to drop Ryder in round 2 before he really got his engine going. Let's pull up the stats here and try to see. I dropped the zone, so you were my eyes and ears. Love that. Alan, it is round 3. There's 2 minutes left in the round, and Munguia is looking really good. He's looking crisp. He's dropped Ryder. Ryder is in pretty much survival mode, which is not great. I don't love Munguia Canelo, but if it saves us from Canelo Charlo, I'll be right. That seems to be like the growing sentiment that I've heard from a lot of people on Twitter, people, listeners of the podcast, is that no one is really keen on. That's a nice shot by Ryder. That's another thing about this fight here is Munguia, he does have these defensive flaws. So just when you think that Munguia is running away with a fight, he'll get clocked with a 1-2. Oh, great body shot by Munguia. Yeah, Canelo Charlo is not really getting too many people excited. We got about a minute left here in round 3. Oh, that's another body shot. He went. Should be a knockdown. They're calling that a slip. He hit him. Munguia hit him with a body shot, and he went to his knees. That should have been a knockdown, guys. All right, Ryder's tough though. This guy's a vet. He's gonna stick around. Short chopping shot there from Munguia. So Munguia's starting to, from Ryder. Ryder's starting to land some shots. If Munguia was a little more sound defensively, we got a fight in the crowd. We got a fight in the crowd, folks. Big fight in the crowd. Yeah, Ryder is a tough son of a gun. Ryder is so tough. See, that's the thing. But maybe I am feeling a little bit better about my pick of Munguia decision. It's just the resilience of John Ryder. Too tough for his own good. You mix in the fact that Munguia, it will either punch himself out in his middle rounds, and defensively will get tagged with a few shots that might slow his offense down. Anybody puts any wagers down on these fights? I saw some people going for Ryder by knockout. It's plus 640. That's crazy. I mean, Ryder is not really a knockout guy. And Munguia is not that bad defensively. So I thought that was kind of crazy. Well, some guy earlier said, here comes Munguia coming right out. Closing the distance here in round 4. I challenge dudes to bet on Twitter for charity. No takers. Yeah. Gotta be careful with those online bets. A lot of people don't pay their bets. I've seen that a lot on Twitter. Freddie got Jaime looking good tonight. Yep. Freddie Roach is the new trainer of Jaime Munguia. Eric Morales is running for some type of office in Mexico. But as I said before, Morales and Freddie Roach are very similar techniques and very similar styles, very similar coaching. It's all offense. So Freddie and Jaime Munguia makes a lot of sense to me. Munguia by decision. Yes, underdog law offices. I did the same. Munguia is outlanding Ryder 42-22. through 3.5 rounds. That seems about right. Beige. What's up? What's the path for Ryder to win this? He's going to have to land a lot of body shots, I think. Slow down Munguia. Got to do something to get his respect, because right now Munguia is just walking him down. Get off the ropes, too. Ryder's got to keep it in the middle of the ring, which is not easy to do, because Munguia is really good at cutting off the ring, cutting off the jab, too. So Ryder, when he jabbed, oh, nice left hand from Ryder out of nowhere. And John Ryder's on his front foot now, pushing Munguia back. Good bounce back here from Ryder. There's a minute left in round 4. Nice crowd. 10,000 there in Arizona. It's nice to see them, kind of get out of Vegas, get out of California. Arizona's turning into a nice little spot to put on fights. Top Rank goes there a lot. Good atmosphere. Good atmosphere. I agree, Joey Jojo. Gotta have some of these atmosphere. Gotta have a good fight atmosphere. I know we're getting a lot of these Saudi Arabia fights, and there's pretty much no atmosphere, but you need that shit. A miracle is the path. If Munguia merely decisions Ryder. Down goes Ryder again. I missed it. I was reading your comment, and I missed it. Ryder is down for the second time in this fight. It comes with about 10 seconds to go in round 4. Once again, doesn't look too hurt. That is the second knockdown for Jaime Munguia. John Ryder is bloodied. Just when John Ryder had some success, just when he had a little momentum, Munguia steals it back. Another 10-8 round. It's looking like an uphill battle now for John Ryder. Yo, siempre res. What's up, dude? One of my favorites out there. What's going on? Are you watching the fights tonight? Did your Bulls win tonight? Because my Knicks won. My Knicks are red hot, bro. 6 straight wins, 11 games over. Just put a whooping on the Heat, put a whooping on the Nuggets. Knicks are looking good. Jaime Munguia is looking good. Where was it? There's a nice left hook from Ryder. Where's the knockdown? Let's take a look at the knockdown. That was like a jab. Munguia knocked him down with a jab, like off balance type of shot. A dog. Round 5 underway. Here we go. I am not going to lose my parlay because I think Ryder. I'm probably going to lose my parlay. Love, bro. I'm too busy watching the fights. My Bulls suck. Bulls suck. I can't feel bad for you, bro, because my Knicks have sucked for years, and they're finally good. Oh, big right hand from Munguia. This might end soon, actually. Oh, he's going down again. Ryder's holding on for dear life. Why didn't I pick Munguia the knockout? If I picked Munguia knockout, I would have a massive parlay. Ryder's legs are gone. It's only the 5th round. There's no way he's seeing the final bell. Gonna lose my parlay. But I always say I don't mind losing my parlay if we see an outstanding performance or we see an outstanding fight. Like Munguia stopping Ryder like this is really impressive. I think they'll really help Munguia get some big fights at 168. Yeah. Ryder's legs are gone, bro. He's old. He's fought everybody. Canelo fight probably took years off his life. But he's still dangerous. Just landed a nice right hand there with minute 18 to go. Munguia is smart, though. He doesn't really punch himself out. He's very smart with his 64 punches around because he uses all 3 minutes. It's bouncing around. Just look at the difference between Munguia and Ryder. Munguia is bouncing around. He's moving forward. Ryder is breathing heavy. He's bleeding. Alan says Ryder versus Callum Smith in Liverpool, and both these low skill delusional dudes ride off into the sunset. I heard that Callum Smith doesn't want to retire. Says, he's got to be motivated for a fight. He said he would like to fight Anthony Yard. He probably wants that Saudi check. Munguia just landed a massive right hand. Ryder's got some freaking chin on him, man. It's almost like as bad as I want to win my parlay, I don't want Ryder to take that much punishment for the next 6 more rounds. That's disgusting. Another good round by Munguia. He's up. He's won every round, and he's got 2 knockdowns. He's cruising in this fight. Jose Zepeda still doing it, huh? Jose Zepeda still fighting. I saw that William Zepeda is fighting Maxi Hughes. Does that get you going? There's been a lot of fights announced in the last couple of days. The Amazon Prime deal got announced. Golden Boys announcing a lot of their shows. Maxi Hughes versus William Zepeda. Winner should get Shakur. But you got to figure Shakur is probably going to fight the winner of Lomachenko and Kambosos. I feel like the corner is going to stop it. Yeah, probably. A couple more rounds. If it keeps going like this, then yeah, corner's probably going to stop it. We are at the start of round 6. It's been all Jaime Munguia. We're about to be halfway through after this round. Munguia has dropped Ryder twice. He's looked really good. What's kind of scary for Munguia is like he hasn't really got that much into his rhythm. And he's just still looked this good. Now they're going to talk to Freddie right now. Freddie says that Munguia can turn it up a little bit. I agree. I think he hasn't even hit his second gear. He's still in first gear, Munguia, which is scary. Freddie does look good, man. Freddie is the man. Got to see him out in Vegas over the summer. He predicted the Crawford beating Spence to a T. We did a little interview. It's always great to see Freddie Roach. Still training, still a wild card, still killing it. Got any good Freddie stories? Not really. I've had a lot of run-ins with Freddie over the years. Oh man, Munguia's laying it on. I mean, he recently got married inside of the Wild Card gym to his longtime partner. That was cool to see. I probably have some. I just forgot. I'm watching the fight and I'm thinking about the fight. All right, they're in the center of the ring. A minute to go here. There we go. Good Freddie story is he remembers Dan Can as a kid. Yes, Freddie remembers me as a young kid going to fights. It's been a long time, Freddie and I. He really happy to see Jaime. I've seen him say he's gonna be the next world champ. I mean, Algeria on the podcast was like, all right, Munguia is not going to beat any of the guys at 168. I was like, really? I was like, you telling me like on a perfect night, Munguia can't beat like David Benavidez or Morrell? Like, obviously, I would favor Benavidez and I would favor Morrell, but like, I wouldn't say he's like I got no shot against him. Confirmed. Freddie Roach got married at Wild Card Gym. Got a text from my brother. What is this? Club Sumo. Does anybody watch sumo wrestling? Because it's here in the United States. My brother is producing it. Everyone needs to go check it out. WBC Sumo, it's called. It is 12:15 here on the East Coast. Surprised that it went this late. Golden Boy is usually really good when it comes to the pacing of their shows and when they start their shows. Yep, the 1-2 is nice there from Ryder. Ryder's hanging around. He survived that round, didn't take that much damage. Maybe we do see Ryder round. Maybe, yeah, I'll give him that one round. A little pity round. What are they? Sympathy round. I don't really believe in those, but I'm telling you, there's gonna be at least one round where Munguia didn't feel like throwing 70 punches and remembers that he's not a great defensive fighter and doesn't stick to what he got there. That was a good shot by Ryder. Yeah. So, wait. We're in round 7. We're halfway through. Ryder is still like looking to land stuff. He's not in like retreat mode. McGee needs to step it up. You know, he needs to. He arguably lost that 6th round. He needs to not let this get away and lose any momentum that he has. I want to see a nice 2 minutes from Jaime Munguia here. Yeah, he's doing it. Munguia is throwing a lot of punches now. Not a lot of landing, but he's. See, that's what Ryder's. Ryder's trying to tie up Munguia. He's trying to slow him down. And Munguia is trying to create space. He's pushing him back. You see that? Sean George in the chat. My guy. This is the trainer of Zilhai Zhang. Sean George, what's up, dude? A simple double jab backhand will end this fight for either man. All right. That's a world-class trainer right there in our chat. What's up, bro? I'd like to see Munguia try to land that double jab. I think if anyone's going to, I think Ryder is more committed to the jab than Munguia. Ryder's once again sticking around. Knock Parker out, guys. Yeah. Zilhai Zhang will be fighting Joseph Parker on March 8th on the co-main event of Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua, which is crazy. That fight's happening. It's crazy that Fury Usyk is happening, which is nuts. My guy, Sean George, he's just enjoying the fight. So am I, brother. Hope you're doing well. East Coast, all its East Coast boxing fans have to stick together. Under a minute here in round 7. I think Munguia took a little bit of the 6th round off. He's taking a little bit of the 7th round off. He's not really like losing this round because Ryder just doesn't do enough. Like we told you, like Ryder throws the 9th lowest punches per round in all of boxing. Like there it is. Team Zhang is focused and ready to knock out Joseph Parker and keep this train rolling. Joshua just wants the bag. Don't we all? Like who? Like I'm not gonna blame Joshua for fighting Francis Ngannou. Why you take the easier fight for the most money? I mean, if I was Anthony Joshua, I'd do the same thing. Hey Dan, what are your thoughts on a potential Espinoza Figueroa fight? I guess you're talking about Brendan Figueroa, and then you're also talking about the Espinoza that upset Robesi Ramirez. I love that fight. I don't know who Espinoza signed with. I'm pretty sure Espinoza is going to do a rematch with Robesi Ramirez. At least I want to see that because that fight was awesome. That was like top 5 fight of the year. Ryder should be taking advantage right now. He should, but that's just not Ryder's game, man. He's only going to throw so many punches around. I'm not sure he's won these last 2 rounds, but he's kind of stopped the bleeding, literally and figuratively. Like He was bleeding earlier in this fight. I think Ryder has kind of stopped some of the momentum of Munguia. I don't think maybe he won one round. Well, there's a nice right hand from Ryder. This is what Ryder does, man. He sticks around in fights. He sticks around in fights he shouldn't be in. We're now in the 8th round, where I thought in the 5th round, there's no way we were going to see an 8th round, and here we are. Both fighters throw punches and bunches. Yeah, the thing with Ryder is he doesn't throw a lot of shots, but he puts them together quick. Kind of like Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz doesn't throw any more than 40 punches around, but he's got quick hands. I think Ryder has pretty good hands. Ryder getting outworked. Of course, everyone gets outworked by Munguia. Throws the most punches at 168. All right, here we go. 2 minutes to go here in round 8. What do we got here? Munguia is pushing the tempo. Ryder on the ropes. Oh, big right hand lands from Munguia. Ryder's clinching. He's holding now. 1:51. Munguia's stepping on the gas pedal. Oscar's going crazy ringside. Munguia is a beast. Munguia is a beast, man. He's got a crazy engine. Fun fighter. I would like to see Munguia fight anyone at 168. Punk ass Canelo. Some just Canelo hate in the chat for no reason. Yeah, Oscar. Everyone watch. If you're watching this, look at Oscar in the front row. Watch Oscar. He's just a fighter at heart. He goes crazy. How was Ryder planning on winning if he was going to get outworked? I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking. But coming into this fight, if you listen to any of my analysis, you would hear that, Ryder does not throw a lot of punches per round. He kind of grinds you down to win, which is tough to do. That's right. Let's go. Canelo's a bona fide champion. We have a nice Canelo argument going on in the chat. I mean, if Munguia gets to the knockout win here, he ends up stopping Ryder over the last 4 rounds. Oscar's going to call for a Canelo fight. I mean, it's the first thing he's going to say in the ring. Oscar. Even if Munguia wins a decision, they're going to call for Canelo. Canelo does not have an opponent locked down for May. The front runner is Jamal Charlo, but it's not locked in. I don't see PBC working with Golden Boy. Why would they do that? Amir Khan interview here. Interesting. Mongoya. He just calls him Mongoya. Amir Khan has never been good with names. Mongoya. Mongoya. I got to tweet that. La 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 bamba. Mongoya. Mongoya is winning. Sean George, I want to see Benavidez against Canelo. Yeah, bro. I think September we get that fight. I really do. It's just, what are we going to see in May for Canelo? Has Munguia landed any big lefts in this fight yet? A few early on, Beach. A few early on. Oh, yeah. Down goes Ryder again. It wasn't a left. It was a right. Ryder is taking a beating in this fight, man. There's a lot of time left in this round now. There is a lot of time left in this round. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Ryder's going to go out on his shield. Munguia throwing. Oh, body shot. Down goes Ryder again. Are they going to stop it? Wait, Munguia thinks the fight's over. Ryder's up again. He's got nothing left. It's 2 minutes to go. Munguia thinks the fight's over. Munguia's trainer has the towel out. Wait, the referee can't see the towel? This is what I hate. There needs to be a better way to stop a fight. But they're ringing the bell. They're ringing the bell. The ref doesn't even know the fight's over. It's all over, though. Jaime Munguia with the 9th round stoppage of John Ryder. John Ryder had not been stopped since 2015. Jaime Munguia was looking for an explosive win. He was looking for a statement because he wants to fight Canelo Alvarez. Well, he just got that. He just stopped John Ryder, a really tough fighter. Outstanding performance from Munguia. What's going to be next for him? Can he beat the top names at 168? That was kind of crazy. Like, his corner threw in the towel, but the referee didn't see it. So they started ringing the bell. Gabe Rosado did call. Yeah, Gabe Rosado's been in the ring with Munguia. That's why you got to listen to these fighters, man. They know their shit. I know a little bit about the sport. Good job on commentary. Thank you. Take care. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Great win by Munguia. I agree, Sean. Best of luck to your guy. If I don't talk to you before then, I'd love to do an interview, though. Let's see here. Thanks so much for Inside Boxing Live. Good to get your Twitter address. Yep. Hit me on Twitter. Horrible referee. Yeah, another bad refereeing. There's been some horrible refereeing this year. No offense. I mean, that referee looks super old. Is there any young referees out there? Are there any guys under 60 that want to make a decision here? Never seen a car with one bad early stoppage and one bad late stoppage. Yeah, that's a good point. Good live from Dan. One Dan to another. My man Dan. Have a good night, dude. Let's see what they say in this post-fight interview. Let's see what they say. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Canelo's name will be brought up in this post-fight. You want to fight Chris Algieri one-on-one? Don't do that, bro. I've stepped into the ring with Chris to do these like ring breakdowns on YouTube, and I'm like scared. He's still fast. He's still got accuracy. He almost hit me with a jab in the face, and I was like, bro, come on. That was a freaking unbelievable performance by Munguia. I've never seen that before. Everyone ringside is. How does the referee not see that? Tweeting right now, guys. Munguia versus Mabili. Holy shit. Jaime Munguia versus Christian Mabili would be certified violence. That would be insane. Sign me up. Michael Griffin is one of the gold standard refereeing. He's a good ref. Good ref. He's good. The guy that ref the tank, what is his name? Taylor. Something Taylor. He's really good too. What is your address on Twitter? At Dan Canobbio. At Dan Canobbio on Twitter. Thank you. You know what? They need to get like a freaking like a noise like to stop a fight. There should be like a horn or something like or like a digital thing or like come on, but like it's like I've seen it in the UK where they have like the bell is like louder than it is here in the States. All right, I'm just waiting to hear what they say after. I want to see how badly Oscar calls for Canelo here. That was a great performance from Munguia. Dropped him, what, 5-6 times? 43-0. I got to tweet that out. Shit. I'm doing too much things right now. I don't have an assistant. I don't have a social media person. I do it all myself, guys. I made a Jaime Munguia graphic. Where is it? Where the frig is it? Unpopular opinion, Morel washes Munguia. Morel's pretty freaking good, man. Munguia's good, though. Munguia's good. His defense is getting better, man. Where's Chris Algieri when you need him? I don't need him. We don't need Chris Algieri. What do we need Chris Algieri for? He's a bum, Algieri. They need to get rid of the sticks, too, for the last 10 seconds. Remember, Jose? Yeah. The sticks aren't loud enough. It gets loud in these arenas. All right, Mannix is with him now. That was a statement. Where are the? Yep, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this graphic that I made that I'm now about to tweet out. You guys can see behind the scenes. I made a graphic. Going to save it. Come on, say Canelo's name. I'm tweeting right now. I'm tweeting. All right, just ask him about Canelo. Come on, we all know what's coming. Would you want to see a Jaime Munguia Canelo fight in May? I mean, Munguia didn't take any punishment in this fight. He's not hurt. He's not cut. I mean, he can easily make that turnaround for May. I just don't think, once again, I don't think PBC is going to want to do that. He said his hand hurts, though, because he was punching Ryder in the head so much. Ask him about Canelo. I mean, there's mobility, there's morale. All right. Just say Canelo. All right, Mannix is asking about Canelo. Crowd loves it. Oscar's going crazy in the back. It would be an honor to be in the same ring as Canelo. All right. Jaime Munguia wins. Great statement performance. Stops John Ryder, who was normally a very durable fighter, was at the end of his career. I mean, I think more people want to see Munguia fight Canelo than Charlo fight Canelo. He's as ready as he's ever going to be. I agree. Take some comments and questions. What are we thinking? Canelo, Munguia, does that get you fired up? I guess I can make a quick Twitter video, like a reaction. This is what I usually do when I'm not doing lives. I'll do this. Jaime Munguia does it, man. What a performance. A statement win. Drops Ryder multiple times, stops Ryder for the first time since 2015. He's asked about Canelo Alvarez after the fight. Do you want to see Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia? I'm skeptical, not because I don't think it will be a fun fight. I'm skeptical because PBC signed Canelo Alvarez for him to fight PBC fighters. Is Al Heyman and PBC going to give a nice payday to Oscar De La Hoya so Canelo can fight Munguia? I don't know. I would like to see Munguia fight some of the other guys at 168. Christian Mbili, Morel is out there. There's some great names at 168. But one thing's for sure, Munguia is really good. He's a fan and a fun fighter, and I want to see him more. Will he be a champion? Remains to be seen. Will we see Canelo versus Munguia? Maybe. Why not? Right? Why not? Why the hell not? I'd rather see him versus than Canelo. Canelo stops Munguia and yes. Benavidez. I'm not ready to say that Benavidez can beat Canelo. I think Canelo could stop Munguia. Yes. I'm still leaning Canelo to beat Benavidez, just with grit, guile, and all that. Raw dog in your iPhone. No case is wild. Yeah, I have no case on my phone. Munguia Canelo is a mid fight. What other fights do you have out there for Canelo right now? Then, who would you like to see Canelo fight next? I have no faith in the PBC, says Joey Jojo. If they want to keep it in house, they should match him with Benavidez. Yes, the Benavidez fight's going to happen in September. Canelo doesn't get beat at 160. I agree, Jay. I think Canelo. Everyone's like thinking Benavidez is going to win. Like, no, I'm not ready for that to say that. I'm not ready to say that Canelo is going to really easy. Benavidez are nothing. I get your sentiment. Like, I would love to have Benavidez versus Canelo this May. Like, why wait till September? You know, have them fight in May, then have them fight again in September. Have a 2-fight deal. Maybe they will do that. You can't really trust a Charlo like at this point right now. They are constantly in and out of trouble. They're constantly battling all sorts of things outside of the ring. Jermell Charlo at 154 was just named champion in recess because he has all sorts of out of the ring issues, legal problems. Jermell Charlo was out of the ring for 700 days. Different type of beast tonight. I agree with that. Different type of beast was Jaime Munguia. I'm trying to make a TikTok now. I'm trying to do too many things at once. I think Munguia fight would be more fun than Charlo. I agree there. I agree there. Totally agree with that take. All right, I'm going to put some captions on this. Bulk edit. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining. I'm tired. It's late here on the East Coast. We have a podcast coming out on Monday. Me and Chris Algieri will break down this fight. We'll break down the PBC card, break down some of the other news going on in the boxing world. What happens with Ryan Garcia? He got just kind of boxed out of a fight against Rolly and Pitbull Cruz and maybe Devin Haney. A lot coming your way in the next couple weeks. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Hope everyone had a great night. Thank you for watching Dan After Dark. See you next time.